All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AHA Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Rocking and rolling here for Memorial Weekend. Beautiful, lovely day here in Saturday, or I should say Saturday in Southern California. All right, it's been a long day, long week. All good though. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm coming out as promised 7 p.m. here in Pacific Daylight Time. Got something very special that's near and dear to my heart, obviously, because it's AHA. It was our first brand. It is our first brand. It's Americans Health. Well, I should say our second brand, but AHA Americans Health, maybe the third, right? As the brain starts processing. But AHA was a brainchild of a God-driven journey called Americans Helping Americans. And that came out of just wanting to help other people, seeing other people spend $50,000, $30,000 on education for real estate, and still spinning their wheels. No deals, no wholesale deals, no fix and flips. Only the minute 1% were probably doing it because they had money, they paid for a mentor, coaches, and they could afford all that. And they actually applied what was being said and done and gave it a shot and didn't give up. I went past that threshold where a lot of people just give up, right? They'll go this way, right? Whatever you want to call it, a wall. And then they give up, right? Boom. They stop and go, it didn't work. Not that it didn't work, just didn't push hard enough because God needs you to push further. And I can't, I get it, man. Everybody's saying you got to go through pain. It's not really pain. Can you go fast? Can you go smoothly? Can you be accurate in what you do and still thrive? Yes. But it is all right here, mindset. But I want to say thank you for all. Thank you. Okay, I got a couple of things, just a little bit of PSA, public service announcements. I want to make sure that we're all good to go here. As always, definitely like, love, and share. I appreciate that if you would do that. You can hashtag Get Eric Paul Live. Make sure this is lower so it doesn't pop up here. Todd Latour, excellent maiden show. Okay, if you don't know who Todd Latour is, he's the guy who's a singer for Queensryche, who replaced Jeff Tate. For all you rock and rollers out there, if you don't know who Jeff Tate is, one of the greatest rock and roll singers of all time, in my opinion, as far as singing, tonality, and vocals, and even writing. Okay, so let me see what we got here. Sure, we're live. It says live. Let's see. Okay, are we live? Where's the mug? I don't see the mug-a-rooney. Yeah, we're live. Yep, it says live. Okay. Happening now. Let's do this again. Let's see. We go here. Should pop up. Just want to make sure that it's rolling. Don't see it. Okay. All right. Let me go here. Try this out. I just want to make sure it's going live on all the different social media platforms. It's technical stuff, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but that's all good. I think something popped up there. I'm gonna make sure that we're good there. It says live. Let me see. It's cool. Okay. Maybe it'll pop up in a second. I'm not quite sure. Let me check this over here. And then we'll go check the schedule. All right. 7 p.m. scheduled, but it doesn't show that it's live. How come? Just showing the thingy there. All right, let's see. It says live. 3 minutes. Interesting. All right. Let me see. Check that. Make sure they're all the right ones checked off. But hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe. Says streaming, so we'll see. Maybe it'll drop in sooner or later. I'll just keep rolling here and we'll just go with the program. Okay, so I want to get into it. Got a few things that we're going to be talking about today. And for the amp, I also got it pulled up in the back, as you can see, the SubTo deal calculator and deal automator. I'll break down some deals and share those deals live right now. I'm going to pick some properties that we're working on and then share those with you. Yeah, it's just kind of stuck on the frozen thing here. I don't know what's up with that, but it's all good. Let's see. Eventually it's got to kick in, I'm sure, because it says live. Let's see where it says live. Okay, there it is. Okay, I see the meathead. All right, boom. There it is. Okay, yeah, good. Okay. There's the robot move. All right, cool. We're good. All right, so let's get into it. As you can see down there, I'm going to pull it up here. This is absolutely free. It's going to be in the chat. I'm going to drop it in the chat for you right now. That's the download, the calculator. You can get it for free, absolutely free, or it's probably already there. Hey, quick one, launching something new. There you go. There's that. And I believe we got to drop in these two here. 2 links for the charter.com and school. All right, so let's get into it. All right, we're already 5 minutes into into this. So let's pull it up here. All right, so let's go here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. All right, and I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Obviously, it's a deal automated. It's the Amplified Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. And I wanted to chit chat a little bit about that and share that with you because it's super important to me, anyways. Hopefully, it is to you. But this is what's going on here. Okay, so for Memorial Day weekend, obviously the charter is open and then it's going to shut down. So this weekend, we honor the Americans who gave everything for our freedom. And this weekend, the Amp Live and American Mentee Memorial Day charter sale is open. Obviously, I want to tell you why those two things belong in the same, conversation here. AHA stands for Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. Now, obviously, that's not just a tagline put on the logo, right? That is the mission I built this program around. Real estate investing changed my life, gave me time, freedom, and the ability to provide for my family in ways a job never could. Now, I spent 20 years asking myself, why doesn't every American know how to do this, okay? Memorial Day weekend is the most aligned time of the year for me to push this hard on that mission. Now, so here it is, right? I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. There's 17 charter spots, and then we're going to dig into some rock and roll training gold. All right, 17 charter spots in the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. It's $1,997 right now, $12,997 after Monday, this Monday, midnight, Memorial Day. There's 9 modules, 30 days, SubTo, seller finance, wholesale, lease options, and VIP execs realty and lending as your funding partner from day one. Now, the AHA community is being built on school and a 30-day challenge. The full system is all yours. You can pay in full at charter.amplive.com, charter.amplivemedia.com, charter.amplivemedia.com, excuse me. And then there's payment plans on school. You can go to, I put those already in the chat. Those 2 links are there. And if you need to go to school and look for a payment plan, if you pay in full, you get a discount. If you need to make payments and do the monthly payment or get that done, you could do that as well. Okay, what we got here? Okay, cool. But on Monday at midnight, on the day we honor American freedom, the sale is going to close. The sale closes. As I always say, rock and roll in all you do. In God we trust. My name is Eric Jimenez. I'm founder of Amp Live Media and AHA, Americans Helping Americans. And also a managing director for VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. Now, these things are super, super important to me, and hopefully they are to you because this is the reason why this weekend hits different for myself, right? Now, most real estate educators run generic Memorial Day type of promos. Amp Live and AHA, Americans Help Americans, is a bit different because the AHA mission is literally about Americans helping Americans. That's what it's built for, right? That's why it was a God-driven journey that came down the wire back in 2010, 11, 12, and 13, and then emerged into Amp Live around 2016, 17, 18, and then here we are in 2026, right? Now, this obviously isn't a stretch, right? It's probably one of the most authentic marketing type of things that you'll probably see out there. Now, I believe in honor, right? Honor, integrity, loyalty, and communication. Communication can break down. The first 2 cannot. Well, if they are broken, then there's no reason for us to do business, no reason for me to do business with you and vice versa. But I say we honor those who died for the American freedom this weekend, right? And I want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it more than you ever would know. I want to say thank you to my father-in-law, God rest his soul, World War II veteran, and honored with medals and things of that nature, valor. And my father, God rest his soul, who was in the Marine Corps, who I'm glad he didn't go to the Vietnam War because he probably wouldn't have come back, or maybe he would have, I don't know. But he surely wanted to serve his country. He wanted to go to war to defend America. And then obviously my uncle is obviously he's not ex, there's no such thing as an ex-Marine, right? He's once a Marine, always a Marine. He's in the Marine Corps as a drill instructor. excuse me. God bless him and bless him for his service as well. And everybody else out there that I don't know and you know, and your friends and family who have served for America, God bless you. And we thank you. I just wanted to share that. Okay. At the same token, the best way to honor that sacrifice is to build something with it, right? Real estate investing is one of the most American wealth building strategies ever created. This weekend, we build AHA, Americans Helping Americans. Now, freedom is built and not given as far as I'm concerned, right? Now, the men and women who honor this Memorial Day didn't wait for freedom to arrive, right? And it's not all about just barbecues and fireworks and guns and all that other good stuff, right? There's more to it, obviously, as far as I'm concerned. But, the American people, man, they went and got it, right? That's the AMP Live and AHA mentality. Americans don't wait for the market to be perfect, the time to be right, or the permission from a freaking bank, right? They learn the system, find motivated sellers, and build their way to freedom deal by deal. And that's what we're here to do, is to help you do the same and hopefully join the cause and mission to help our fellow Americans across the United States of America as well. Now, obviously, AHA is the mission, and it always has been from the beginning. Even when I got started back in 2003, I didn't know it, but that's what transpired. That's what was in my heart. That's what God-driven journey God put me on, even when I got started and left my corporate gig and security and the, I guess, so-called American dream to get the house and the picket fence and send the kids to college and get the cars and get your $250K a year and do your thing, right? And hopefully that would be secure enough. But little did I know that having 3 children and being married and then wanting to fulfill the American dream, well, that costs millions and millions of dollars per kid, per child. It gets expensive, right? So I said, there's got to be a better way. What type of business do I do? And I tried whatever corporate business I was in. I tried to do independent business, and it failed. And real estate kept coming back and kept itching me and nagging me and pulling me and going, hey, check this out. People kept saying, check out this house. What do you think about that? What do you think about this? And I started learning my knowledge. And then eventually it just finally came and it popped. You see, you know what? The straw that broke the camel's back was basically my boss saying, hey, you just worked 22 hours. I need you to go home, shower up, and I need you back in a couple hours because corporate's coming down. I said, are you serious? I mean, come on, right? 22 hours. I just worked 22 hours for this whole day, right? I'm exhausted. I'm tired. What am I going to go home and go shower, eat something really quick, stand up like a horse and take a nap? He said, Eric, you do whatever you need to do, because he knew what I wanted. He knew what I signed up for, and he knew the type of person that I would go and do that. So I did. I went home, I ate, I took a shower, I took a power nap, and I came back and went to work. Of course, in my mind, I'm thinking, this is BS. I got to find another way, keep doing stuff like this. But at the end of the day, is this what I really want to do? It was called frustration. I was frustrated and going, man, this sucks. I don't want this anymore. There's got to be a better way. And I went back to real estate, started researching, started checking things out. The boss, my wife, said, go get your license, because she was doing mortgage stuff. And I went and got my license. And then at the same token, under the radar, didn't tell anybody, I was studying real estate investing. How can I buy, sell, fix, and flip property with, little to no credit, $10, $100, control a property? Is this real? Is this bullshit? Is this late night infomercial crap? Or, is it a pipe dream? But once I found out and I studied and I found out that this is real, and obviously it's real because it's all over the internet. It's all over social media now, right? Back in the day, it really wasn't. It was underground. So I said, this is what I'm going to study. This is what I'm going to do. And once I found out that it was real, I went on a mission, and that mission was do or die, ride or die, right? And that means that I said it once to the world. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a real estate investor, and then shut up and then went to do it. And it was pretty difficult. It was hard. It was lonely. A lot of people, ridicule you and things of that nature, or think you're crazy and all that good stuff. Same thing for internet marketers and all that other good stuff, or anything that you choose, right? I'm going to be an influencer. I'll be an actor. I'm going to be a musician, right? Now, the odds are stacked against you for sure. There's no bullshit about that. But if you have enough faith and enough drive, that's where we come in, right? That's what this program is devised to do. That's what the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator was made for. It was made for you. It was made for you to do this in an easier process, an easier way, along with the 17 charter members that we're doing only until Monday, right? Once they're gone, they're gone. And part of the program is this. I threw on these, yes, extra bonuses where I will mentor you. We will mentor you. Our team will for up to 6 weeks, one-on-one. That's not available to any other founding member or charter member, right? It's just for the next 17 that come aboard by Monday at midnight. We will work with you exclusively 7 days a week if we need to. You're going to get the live coaching. You're going to get the Wednesday where we break down deals, the support on Tuesdays. You're also going to get access to RC, which is where we actually mentor and train with the one-on-one program, which is probably 20 times more expensive than the 1997 that you're getting into right now. So definitely click the link down below, jump on there, lock in your spot, put it on a credit card, borrow the money or whatever you got to do, because this is an opportunity for you. Now, AHA is the mission and always has been. AHA, Americans Helping Americans, isn't a tagline that I put on a logo, right? It's the reason I built this program, like I mentioned. I believe in one American at a time. I believe in real wealth built by real people. And Memorial Day weekend, we will celebrate what it means to be an American, okay? It is the most natural time to bring that mission into everything that we do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with just wrap this up, and then we're going to get into some training. But I did want to share this with you because I feel that it's vital and it's very, very important. And it's something that I'm sharing with the world across the United States of America. And there's only so many seats, and that's the truth, right? I don't want to take on hundreds or thousands and thousands of people. I want to be able to work with you exclusively. At the same token, yes, we are moving to one-to-many, where the program is what it is, and it's going to move to $12,997. Maybe there'll be other programs that are less expensive, do-it-yourself type program, right? That may go back to 1997. Then you can just videos and Facebook groups and things of that nature, like everyone else. But I always want to, travel the road less traveled. I've always wanted to do things unorthodox, right? I always want to do things that are different than what everybody else is doing, and that's what we're doing, okay? So this weekend, we're running the Memorial Day Charter Sale, and I want to tell you why that name matters to me. It doesn't matter to you, but it matters to me, possibly, and hopefully it matters to you, because obviously it's all about PMA and positive mental attitude. It's super important to be positive in the things that you do while we're here on this planet and Earth, and to build a legacy, right? Build a business, to build something special for you and your family. AHA stands for Americans Helping Americans. Now, that's not a slogan, right? That is a mission I built this program around. And that was one of the reasons I got started doing this. I'm going to move this over here and move to this slide because I want to share this with you so you can see it. And I'm going to move forward here, right? And that is the mission I built this program around, okay? Memorial Day is the weekend we honor the Americans who gave everything for our freedom. Super important, right? They had what it took to go and do those things. We have no idea what they went through, right? And they come back sometimes needing a lot of help. And that's, that's where real estate can come in, right? For vets, real estate come in for, all kinds of stuff for disabilities and, drugs, all that good. There's a lot of avenues for that. And what I know about real estate investing, what I've known since 2003, is that financial freedom is one of the most American things a person could build. It's your duty. It's your God-driven duty. It's your God-given right to do those things, right? Regardless of everything else and all the other things that are in this world and the United States of America. The Charter Accelerator is $19.97 right now. Monday at midnight, Memorial Day, the sale closes and the price becomes $12,997. Now, I could not think of a more aligned weekend to close this out than today and this weekend. Now, if you want to honor the people who fought for American freedom by building your own, the link is charter.amplivemedia.com, charter.amplivemedia.com. You can put the www in front of it if you need to. There's also a payment plan that's running through school, so you can either pay in full and there's a 20% discount, or you can make payments on it. There's no longer an excuse. All you got to do is pay, show up, and rock together along with us and others that are joining. Monday, midnight, then it's done. As I always say, rock and roll in all that we do, and in God we trust is one of my obviously, phrases. And I believe in saying rock and roll instead of busy. So when people ask, hey, you rocking and rolling? Are you busy? Are you busy? No, I'm rocking and rolling. I'm rocking and rolling, right? Moving forward, know what it's doing. Because obviously, as they say, right, if you just stay stagnant, then, hey, water and all that shit, you start growing moss all over you. And If you don't use it, you lose it, all that good stuff, all those crazy terms that are out there. But I do want to share this with you. Make sure you download this. It's absolutely free. It's our bonus for you. And this bonus here, I believe, is it showing up? No, I'm going to go hit the calculator real quick. I believe this is, let me see. I'm going to share this with you. Where's it at? Where's the screen share? Is it here? There it is. Cool. All right. So this is sharing. All right. So there we go. So now that we can see this, I'm going to share with you what you, just for watching today. And we're going to be using this. We're going to be using the SubTo fix and flip calculator in a second. I'm going to move the banners and we're going to get into it in the back. And then I'm going to go ahead and share those things with you. We're going to break down some deals that we're looking at here in Southern California. If you have a deal and you see this, while we're live, definitely send it down the water, and we'll break it down. We don't have to share the address or anything with anybody else. And if you're afraid to share the address with us, hey, I get it, whatever. The bottom line is, hey, can't help you if you don't want to share some stuff, okay? So here we go. Is it going to move? Nope. Okay. We'll go over here. This one, there it is right there. Okay. So you can analyze any creative real estate deal in under 3 minutes before you talk to any seller. Very important, right? You can sign up right here, put your name, email address, all standard stuff, and you get a free bundle, not just the calculator, the deal automator, right? You're actually going to get 3 bonuses that you're going to need in the business that are going to help you with this underwriting and the calculator, okay? And those 3 bonuses are worth about $238, but it's not going to cost you a dime today. Okay, so the exact tools taught inside the AMP Live Accelerator, the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, as I like to call it, because creative real estate investing is the jam. Here's what you're getting absolutely today for free. The SubTo Fix and Flip Calculator. Know your numbers before you know anything else, right? ARV, repairs, maximum allowable offer, 65, 70. And yes, you can go higher when you start doing creative type deals, 75, 80, 85. So you can SubTo those adjusted deals. It has a scorecard that's going to tell you unicorn deal, great deal, work on your rehab. It's a subpar deal. I forgot what it says, but the bottom line is last one's going to say not a deal. All right. So it's super important to know that stuff. And your first bonus is going to be a SubTo deal analysis checklist. Okay. That checklist right there is going to help you. Okay. It's going to help you determine and have an exit strategy for you for the SubTo and seller type, or I should say creative real estate type of deals. Super important, right? We're also going to give you 5 motivated seller scripts, right? Because not every one script works for everybody. I will say we use the same script, but we change the top part, or we change the enter, or what I like to say, the opening of the call, the first step, right? Because it could be a foreclosure type call, could be an inbound call, could be an outbound call, could be a cold call, could be a pre-foreclosure call, could be a probate call. Maybe it's a for sale by owner type of call, or a tired landlord. Now, there's all kinds of different types of leads. The opening of the call is the only thing that changes a little bit, but then everything else turns out to be the same thing, which is I'm going to share with you the mission is the submission and how important it is to get those submissions. Without submissions, you're dead in the water. You're not going to be able to make any offers. You're not going to be able to rock any deals. You're not going to get anything locked up. It's going to suck. So that's not going to happen anymore. And if it's been happening to you, it's going to stop today when you come aboard the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Now, there's 5 motivated selling scripts, right? Everything from the NOD. Notice the default program. What does it have without the NOD? Notice the default. Notice trustee sale. That is it's called the non-judicial state. It's a full disclosure state here in California. Texas and other states are non-disclosed. Doesn't mean you can't get the information. And it's the same thing. Their foreclosures are a little faster than California and other places. If it's judicial, then obviously there's legal process. Yeah, it can go 6 months to a year or longer. But, hey, those are different states. At the end of the day, can you still work those deals? Yes. You just got to work with the seller and go SubTo and reinstate and move forward, right? So it just means you got a longer period of time. And the longer they take, the less money they get, because it sucks up what? Sucks up inventory, sucks up their equity. Equity is what it does. It starts sucking up that equity and sucking up that equity. All right, check this out. All right, let's go back at get a little bit of water. Let's go over here. Finish this up. So the tired lander approach and the foreclosure conversations are all there. Whether it's, like I said, tired landlords, probates, whatever. Also, here's something that you can put in your bag of tricks, and I recommend that you have a bag of tricks along with your laptop, iPad, your phone, regular contracts, paper contracts. You should practice to learn how to write a darn contract on paper just in case you need it, or you can pop it up on your, We have that with the app that's for writing offers, for LOIs and offers. You can put it all in there, pop it all in, it pops it out. But you're still going to need to do what? Send it off of email, or you're going to need to print it if you're going to a property, or you're going to send it through your DocuSign or DocHub. Now, DocHub, here's a pro tip, it's only $7 and it works great, right? DocuSign is tied to all the real estate stuff, and I get it. They got their foot in the door with all that, and so it's a little more difficult. It's a little, I guess, not clunkier. It's just there's more features, so it becomes a pain in the butt when all you need is something simple, okay? But you can put this in here for your 70 cents on the dollar. You can work examples that are for creative deals, print it, laminate it, and keep it in your car. Along with I like to call it the bag of tricks. When a mentee comes aboard and we get to that point, I make sure that they have their bag of tricks. They got folders, right? They got their presentation. They got everything inside that bag, and it rolls with them in their car when they go to work, when they go to the house, when they go on appointments, when they go anywhere that they need to. So if they need to, they can pull that out and go, man, there's no excuse. I don't know. You know how many times I've heard, I was going to do this and I was going to do that, but I didn't have any contracts. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. You need to be prepared, right? It's a business. So be prepared, because this business can be done anywhere in the world. Yes. I think I was talking to someone who said, oh, yeah, I'm in a different country and I'm wholesaling. Okay, great. Awesome, right? So it tells you that this business can be done anywhere. Anyways, my name is Eric Jimenez. I've been investing since 2003. The calculator and these bonuses are what I wish someone had handed me on day one when I got started, right? That didn't happen. I had to figure it out. I had to figure all that juicy stuff out myself. But they're yours. No strings attached. As I always say, rock and roll in all what you do. My name is obviously Eric Jimenez. I want to say a shout out to our sponsors, VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. Step into excellence. I'm going to go ahead and share that with you real quick. So do a little what do you call it? Maybe a little commercial type thingy where you can scan the QR code and get access to some rock and roll deals. But definitely for that deal automator, I'm actually going to put it right here so you can grab the bonuses as well just for watching. Let me make sure I put that right in here in the chat. And there's also the 2 links to come aboard and lock in your spot before it goes to 13 grand. But you can scan that QR code right there. As you can see, boom, scan the QR code. You get a free home search for and investment properties. You can sign up on scan that QR code. It's courtesy of VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments and Luxury Properties. Step into excellence. If you're looking to drop a license, then definitely give us a call. I'll put you in connection with them. It's a selection process. If it's a good fit, we'll rock or show rock with you. If not, hey, maybe next time, maybe later. Just depends on, where you're at in your career. If you're brand new, you're coachable, or if you're seasoned and still, somewhat coachable, you could drop your license. I say do it because you can get the best of both worlds, the private sector and the public sector, right? That is the future of real estate at the end of the day. But when I got started, investors and wholesalers, I should say investors and agents didn't really work together that much. The seasoned guys and gals worked with investors. They knew how to work with investors. But most of the agents did not. Probably 90% or 95% didn't work with investors. They did the same thing. They went after buyers, went after listings. And the ones that couldn't do that, they did the rental stuff, or they moved into property management because they thought it was easier and it worked for them. So everybody has their niche, right? But now it's different, right? So people are going after what I call unicorn agents. They're either going to be newbies or they're going to be seasoned, and they understand and they're flexible. And those are the ones you want to work with for those online properties, right? Now, obviously, you're looking for the properties that have been on the market forever and for a long time, and they're jacked up, or for whatever reason, there's issues. Who knows? But they're not selling, so that's perfect for a real estate deal, for a fix and flip, a buy and hold, or some type of creative type deal. 9 times out of 10 is going to be for a creative deal. I like going after the off-market deals. I get it. For me, it just, it is what it is. I don't have a big tolerance for agents and stuff, right? So even dealing with sellers nowadays because of just the way they are. I'll tell you a nice story real quick. But we're making calls, and I said, okay, cool. I'm going to get on some calls, and we're going to do some stuff. I don't like doing that stuff, but I said, no problem. Let's do it because I do some trainings. And at the same token, bringing inventory into Southern California. And made these calls and made a few other calls, and was calling people and talking to sellers and stuff. And at the end of the day, there's some crybaby whiners, right? And that's what I said earlier, right? I used to be an advocate for the banks at one time. And then I said, hey, you know what? Then I became an advocate for the sellers. And now in today's market, it's like, okay, I'm an advocate for neither, not the banks and not the sellers. At the end of the day, if you're a flexible seller and I know you need help and I know we can help you, then we'll help you. If you're going to be disrespectful and you're going to cuss and you're going to be rude because of the situation that you got yourself in, and the only way you're going to get out is by probably a solution that we will provide to you that you have no idea is available, then we'll work with you, right? Otherwise, no, we'll let you sink and you'll crash and you'll burn, and then that is what it is, right? That's just the way it's going to roll. Because there's no reason for that person to yell at an agent, yell at an investor, yell at anybody on our team or anybody's team for that matter, because this is their business, right? It's how they make money. It's how they feed their family. It's how they feed their kids, right? So it's the same thing. If that person was working, and they're making calls, and someone calls them, and then all of a sudden, if they're cussing and doing that stuff or being rude while they're working, they would be fired, right? They wouldn't have a freaking job because it's disrespectful, and the company wouldn't tolerate it, right? And I think the tolerance thing has gone crazy since the administrations of the past, and even now, and stuff that's gone on with the Chinese virus and all kinds of weird stuff, right? Things have happened, and people's moral compass has, there's my whistling point, right? Has went out the door. And that's why I've always said, we'll stay with our customer service. We'll over deliver with our customer service. Even when that person the person started cussing and this and that, because, and it's the truth. They're misinformed. They're pissed off because they're losing their property. And it is what it is. They're just having a miserable life. I said, hey, we'll pray for you. God bless you. Hopefully things work out for you. And you can cry, and they can cry all they want at the end of the day. But they're probably going to lose their house, and who knows what else will happen to them at the end of the day, or that person, as far as, life goes. And it sucks, right? But I said the same thing. We'll pray for them, and hopefully things work out for them. We were in the right, at the end of the day. And it's not about being right, but people got to have their facts, right? And at the end of the day, they're the ones that put themselves in that predicament, in that situation, when we're coming to the table to try to help them. That's what usually happens too, right? A lot of people, 97% of the people we talk to are technically honest, and they're appreciative when someone comes to the table to help them out, because their mom, their uncle, their aunt, even this person, right? Nobody is coming to the rescue to reinstate the loan, right? To help them, to give them money, to move them on with their life, right? Give them the advice that they need so they can have a new chapter and some brightness in their life. Instead, they'd rather live in the dark. And that's what I was talking about earlier, right? It's better to be the light than to be the dark, or the darkness in your life or anybody's life for that matter. But let me pull this up real quick. Whoops. Okay, cool. Check this out. So a plug here for Amp Live TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth. Home of the Amp Live Real Estate Show, and your host Eric of Amp Live and VIP Execs. I'd love to, if you got some awesome stories, I want to hear them. Let's get you on the show. All right. Same thing. If whatever you got going on, whether it's good, bad, ugly, if you got software to sell, you got products to sell, I want to get you on Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Definitely reach out, do a DM of some sort, and reach out to me, or reach out and someone will reach out to me, and we'll get you on this show, because obviously content and social media is the currency of the world now. Okay. So let me see what I want to do. I want to share that with you. There's a couple of those on there. Now we got to get to the calculator. Let's break down some deals real quick. Okay. Before I do, obviously you can, there's a QR code for the American Mentee program. What do we got here? Let's keep rolling. 33 minutes. We'll probably go for about 45 minutes. I don't know what the heck that is, right? Just going through some of these slides here that were set up for me. Create a real estate investment, how to get off market deals. Obviously, the brands through VIP Execs. When you come aboard as a VIP, or I should say, the Amp Live Creator Real Estate Investing Accelerator, you get access to VIP Execs, realty, lending, and investments in the lending institution to help you out with that. Even if it's listing properties, novations, or whatever you need that's real estate related in the traditional sense, those resources are here for you, all right? I will be here on the private sector through AHA, Americans Helping Americans, Amp Live, and Amp Live Media, Amp Live Media, which is a media marketing and broadcasting company. Okay, so let's keep on rolling here. You can scan that QR code to get access to the MLS. And yes, here's something special. If you're a millennial, we're here to help you, because you deserve a place to call home as well. And for watching all the way through, we're going to throw this in. It's obviously Surfing for Deals. It's get instant access to my Surfing for Deals training. It's a video, cheat sheet, all that good stuff. You get instant access. It doesn't cost you a dime. We're not going to charge you for it. It'll help you blow up your phone, email, and text with leads. So then you have no excuse. I know some people are going, oh my God, I was paying a bunch of money for paper leads, and then I was paying pay-per-click, then I did some Facebook stuff, and then I was running campaigns, and I was running ads, I was doing text, I was doing direct mail, and still no deals, right? The reason that's happening is because they put the cart before the horse. They need to understand and know how to underwrite deals. Then they need to know how to speak with sellers. And then they have to understand the Amp Live method to go through the process to get all the information, then underwrite. So if they underwrite, to know if they have a deal or not. And if you have a deal, then boom, right? Then we're going to rock and roll into making that offer or writing that offer and going from there. That's how you're going to do it. Fill up your pipeline. You got to fill up your pipeline too. It's overflowing and it's just barfing leads and all that other good stuff. That's a weird analysis, but it's true. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here and share this with you. Let's get on. Where's it at? Where is the slide? I'll put this up here so you can see it real quick. 1997, right? 17 spots. Only 17 spots left for the charter spots. And for the 17 charter spots, it's going to shut down on Monday at midnight. Monday at midnight. Once they're gone, they're gone. We're offering some awesome stuff. All the bonuses that you're already going to get already. On top of that, plus we're doing a hybrid of our one-on-one mentoring program, right? So that's on the table as well. It's super important. It's special. If you, the reason I say that is because there's no other program where you're going to get that. They're going to charge you 10 grand and you're not even going to get one-on-one mentoring, let alone coaching, right? You may get coached by other people that are in the program. I get that. That's the community thing, and that's fine if that works for you. For me, I'm not sure if I'd want to sift through a bunch of people and rely on that. I want to rely on the person who's on the marquee, right? I want to work with that person. And if they're $80,000-$90,000 to work with, then that's something. If it's worth it, it's worth it. And obviously, there are people that pay that, right? And when they're up there, like the Alex guy and Tony Robbins and all those guys, right? They're blowing up. And they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So yeah, it makes sense. Their time is money. And when you get to that point, is there a place for it? Of course there is, right? So this, you got to think bigger. You got to think of a bigger picture at the end of the day. This obviously, hey. It's a gift is what I'd like to call it, to be honest with you. It really is a gift. Take advantage of it. All right. So let me see what we got here. I believe this is the one with the screen. No, okay. There's the deal automator. I want to see, where's it at? Where'd I go? Where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. So I believe it's right here. And then I think I have, where did I put the screen share? Okay, right there. Where's the screen share? Simulator. Can you see it on the back? Oh, you can. Okay, duh. It's back here. Duh. All right, let me see if you can see it. Let me pull it up so you can actually see it on the screen. And so where did I put this thing? And then we're going to get to it. We're going to break down some deals right now. Is that it? Nope. Is that it? That's the actual downloadable deal automator. At 38 minutes. We'll go for about another 10, 15 minutes, and we're going to wrap. Let me see if it's here. I don't know where I put it. Let me pull this up. I got to pull that right there. Oh, there it is. Okay, we'll go blank right there. So there it is. That's for the, that is for the other thing, not there. Close that out. Alrighty. Get a little toasty in here. Turn up the air. All right. I'm not sure if that's it. Where did it go? Here? Nope. Let's try here. Bear with me a couple minutes here. We'll find it. Is it here? Maybe it's here. No? Okay. And this one? No. Let's try this one. Saturday training. I lost it. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, nope. There's that. That's not the one I need here. There it is. It's right here. Sharing the share. Oh, share this tab instead. Okay, so we're going to share this tab. Boom. So you can see it. Or maybe wait. Let me see. Did it move? No, it's still there. Can you see it? Oh, we'll just do this. Here, there you go. So you can see it in the back. Okay, we'll make it easier. All right, that's what we're doing. That's why I got confused. Okay, so it is a little dark. Let me see. Move this a little bit. Right there. A little better. Okay, maybe we'll turn this like that. There we go. Beep. All righty. So we're going to move this over here so you can see it. Oh, we'll go here. There's that. That. Hopefully you can see that right there. Okay. A little bit of glare on this side, or is it this side over here? It's on this one over here. So let me turn that off. Let's see how that works. Good. A little dark. Let me see. Pop on some more light. All righty. That should work. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull this up on Rock a Deal. Let me get a deal going for us. I'm not going to put the address in there, but let me see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead down here and pull up. Where's all these? Oh, here's one right here. This one is actually going to foreclosure auction in June next month. Probably a couple of weeks, actually, right? So let me see. Right here, we got, this is a 3-2, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot. It is in San Bernardino County, up in Apple Valley. Estimated market value is about $417. But I believe we're going to go ahead and let me see what we got here. We're looking at, let's get our ARV real quick. So your ARV, obviously, you're going to want to run comps. You can do it free. You can do it on Zillow. You can do it on Redfin. Look at all different numbers. You can pull up your stuff on PropStream. You got Privy. You got PropWire, right? And at the same token, you have other services, right? Now, we'll share with you on the what we use. There's a little cheat thingy that we like to use. It's it's in our tech stack, right? Now, I'm not sure if I have that. I don't want to change the the slide, but we're gonna go with 449,660 on this particular property, and we're gonna pop that in here for the after repair value. Okay, so this is a little one, which is good because there's people that are looking for what? Those type of deals. That's the hot spot market, right? You know, we got some investors looking for a broker, by the way, too. He's looking for about 3 or 4 properties out in San Bernardino City, or San Bernardino. It's the county, but San Bernardino, the city. I should just say San Bernardino. And he likes that area. He's been buying there. His family's been buying there. Great property, $400,000. He'll take it down, fix it, flip it, buy and hold it, right? So this might be a good one for him because I'm going to assume that this mortgage is a little less. Let me see. It's a little dark here too, huh? Is it dark? That dark? Let me see if I pop this back on. See what happens with the light in the darkness. Yeah, I got that right there. It's a little bit of a glare. I don't like that. Always live, real and uncut. Unless we get ready to monetize. We pop on some more lights here. See what we got. Do that. We'll turn on the sun. The power of the sun in your hand, like Spider-Man, right? With Doc Ock. That was pretty cool. All right, check it out. This tab's using up 20,000 megabytes of juice like AI. All right, cool. Who cares? All right, I don't know if you could see that, but it's going to have to do, okay? It's as big as it needs to be. It's pretty darn big right there, right? So as you can see, 449,600. We got to put current market rent. We're going to put the existing mortgage, SubTo. We've done these before. But for this one, it's going to show you how easy it is. And how you just put in the information. It's going to pop out on the other side, whether it's a good deal or not. This one says weak deal because all these numbers are from another deal, right? So let's go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll move on. So we're looking at a 3-bedroom, 1,700 squares, built in the 1970s. There's not much equity in this one, to be honest with you, because the mortgage payment is about $385,000. Plus, we got some back payments of about what do we get? About $15,000 and some change. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here. And this might not be a deal, and it is what it is. At least you know that it's not going to be a deal. So let's go back here. Area market rent, $23.50. Existing mortgage, $385. What was interest rate? And I know we probably should have all this stuff in here, but who cares? I like it real, raw, and actual bullshit. Because if I mess up, I mess up, right? And it doesn't have to be all, glamour and glitz. So let's go for it. Okay. So the interest rates kind of sucks. It's not sucks. It's not bad. 5.78. Okay. So 5.78, not going to kill you. 5.78. It's not Reaganomics with 17, 18% interest rates, right? What's the payment on that, sumbug? Oh, let's go back up. Where are the payments? How much? $23.83. Okay, so it's barely going to make it because the area rent is not as juicy, but it's okay. We'll go here, and then let me see. 1 second. We'll check something out real quick. Nice little clean house, has solar and all that good stuff, but the property is going to auction. And we did talk to the seller, try to help him out. Seller is trying to work something out with the bank, but remember, the bank is not your friend. They don't care. They just want you to reinstate. Does he have the money to reinstate? No. Would he like to? Of course, but that's not going to happen. All right, what do we got? We're looking for about 2,600 in area market rent. Let's go back up here and let's put it in there. Okay, so we're looking at 2675 for the area market rent. Boink. Okay, so it's getting tighter and tighter. Now, what we're going to do? Purchase price is always going to be, for us anyway, it's going to be what do we got? 385. 385 413. We're going to take that number, copy. All right, boom. Closing the cash. Now, there's not much money in there, so the seller's lucky if they get even 10,000, but I don't even think we'd probably offer 10,000. To be honest with you, they should just be happy that the property is we're making up the back payments, taking on the problem, and putting the house back on the market is good on the books, as good for the bank. And obviously, in the next 6 to 12 months, this person's going to obviously move on, get credit card offers. They're going to be able to move on with their life and close that chapter in their life, or they can fight and struggle with the freaking house and, go that route. But some people would do that. I get it. All right. Stubborn. Closing costs for the acquisition. It's not going to be that much. It'll probably be 25, and then $100 for the. Because we're going to take this subject to existing financing. It's just going to be drafting up the paperwork that we need, get a binder for the title and all that other good stuff, rehab costs. We're not going to move that much. It's just going to clean the son of a buck up, okay? So, and this would be more of a rental. But if you notice that it's not that good, right? $2,300 is the area market rent, and the monthly payment is $26, right? So for me, I like to get 100%. In other words, if this market rent is market rent's 23, then I need to have 50%, $1,300 or something like that. It's still, look, the margin sucks. What do we got? 385, 2,500 rehab cost, 10%, 1 month. We're going to be at. It just doesn't make sense here. This is not a deal. Even if we take it sub-2, it's not a deal. Okay, staging, marketing, we're not going to do that. That's going to be 0, but it's not going to do nothing, right? Selling costs, we're not going to sell it, so we're going to keep it at 0. Days on the market, 2.5 agent commissions, going to be 0 because we're not doing anything with that. Seller concessions going to be 0, so we might get a little bit of juice out of that. Utilities, insurance, just stay with me. I know I'm going a little fast here, but just try to keep up. Purchase price for your offer. We got catch up arrears. That's no wonder why it's not working. Catch up for arrears. Arrears were I think we're 18,500 right now. And then there's a sale coming up for June. So June, there'll be another payment in a little bit, right, coming up. So even then, it's not that great a deal. It's 4.2, right? 4.2. It's a weak deal. Do not proceed. There's nothing else we can really do because nothing can really chop down price wise. You got to clean it up. You got to be able to rent it. There's other things you do. So let's take a look here. We'll go really quick over here. So as you can see, put all the numbers down, roll them in. It says over here on the top, I don't know if you can see my screen. Let me see. I know I'm looking at the screen here. I forget that that's in the back right there, right? And you're probably just looking down here and doing all this stuff here, right? And going from there. Okay, look, here we go. I forgot this was open. All right, so 4.2% week deal. Boom, it's right there. It says it on the top. We're going to go down here. Maybe we'll move this a little bit so you can see better. There we go. Boink. All right, cool. All right, so they got a little bit of a glare there. So it's good to go. All good. No big deal. All right, so mortgage balance assumed, right? Annual, don't worry about that. Or we'll go to the next phase here. Scroll down a little bit. You can see total cost summary, right? Total rehab, $11,000. That's to clean it up. Total holding costs. That's just for 1 month. But there's going to be holding costs. Obviously, the rent and all that good stuff is going to be negative rent. That's not good. So we don't want that. A resale price $449. Keeps on rolling down. I'm going to go ahead and move forward so you can see the numbers. And look, not every deal is going to be a deal, but at least, hey, we're able to go in there and you'll be able to figure it out, right? So we got the 444. If you took this down at 70%, you get off for 297. Guy's mortgage is 300 some change. So that's not going to work. Even 65, right? SubTo, 385 is just way too high. Okay, cash down to the seller. That's if we even give them. Even if we take away the 10K and say we're not going to give you jack, right? Give the seller anything. We can take that and put that 0. And will it change a little bit? Just a little bit, right? Not much. We'll go back to the top, and you can see. Okay, it went up 6%. Okay, 6%. So if we can get to 10%, I'm good with 10 to 13% on a deal. That's enough to make a nice profit. Move in, get in quick, and move fast. All right. Here we go with seller down. Here we go. And then we'll go down to the profit analysis, right? So profit analysis, obviously right here, boing. Gross profits, boom, boom, boom. Looking at about maybe $29,000, right? $29,000 you can probably make on this property. That's if you decided to fix and flip, but you couldn't do that because this is all based on holding it, right? This means there'll be a little bit of equity left in the property there, based on the profit margin, 6.6, way too low. Velocity, market rent, all that good stuff. Don't worry about that. But at the end of the day, if you want to close deals like this, you want the full blueprint, right? You want the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, SubTo, wholesale, lease options, and more, then obviously you need to take advantage of that. Jump into the chat and grab that. I'm going to put that right up in there for you. There. Oh, that's the 13. That's not it. Let me grab the links for you and then put them in there for you. So where are we at? Oh, there it is. Okay. The deadline is Monday at midnight. There we go. But once again, this weekend we're running the Memorial Day charter sale, and I want to tell you why that name matters to me. Once again, AHA stands for Americans Helping Americans. That's not just a slogan that we put on a logo, like I mentioned. That is the mission I built for this program, okay? And that's something I want to share with you. The Memorial Day is the weekend we honor the Americans who gave everything for our freedom. And what I know about real estate investing and what I've known since 2003 is that financial freedom is one of the most American things that can be built. All right, super important. That's why I want to share that with you. You can grab the blueprint. It'll be on the link down below. I believe that's if you sign up for the calculator, it's absolutely free. But if you want to jump on this is actually live and you can get to it. And I will actually put it in. Is it here? Let me see. Where's it at? Oh, right here. I'll go ahead and grab the link for you, and I'm going to put it in there for you. And you can actually go and use it live. You don't even got to download. You don't got to sign up for anything. If you decide you want to move forward, you want the blueprint, you want to rock deals like that, then yeah, there'll be a tab, obviously. All right, you click that, and it's going to take you to the charter page, which is charter.amplivemedia.com, or one of the other links that we have. I'll probably put in this one here. I like this link because it tells you about buying a house, right? You can buy a house with no money, and I like that. That's how I got started, okay? Let me see. Where's it at? Oh, let me go over here. The 2026 promos. Oh, actually, where's the 6 right here? 6-week program. And let me grab the full link at the top. Where's it at? The brand new one. There it is. This is charter amplivemedia.com/charter page light. And I'm going to put that right up in here. And I think I might want to share that right now as well. And I believe I'll open it up, duplicate, and I think we'll share that tab. But I believe you can click this tab right here if it's still sharing. Yeah, it's still sharing. Let me see. Again, you can still see it in the back. There it is. And then we're going to click the button, see what it does. Full access to the blueprint. You see, it should go here. 1 second. Maybe it's here. All right. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, so it should show up. Let's see if it comes up in the back there. Share the tab. Is it showing in the back? Let me see. All right, let's take a look. Should be showing that one right there. Let me see. Oh, okay. It's going to show on the screen, but then we need to do the cast action. Okay, so we'll stop, and then we'll roll, and then it should pop up here. What do we got? All righty. Yep, on the back, there it is. So on the back, you can see, buy a house without a bank. It's beautiful, lovely stuff. I love that, right? Now, as obviously, it says 50 spots. There's only 17. So this page is up, hasn't been updated. So there's 17 spots that are available for the Amp Live Charter Real Estate, or I should say for the charter spots for the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Well, let me go ahead and scroll down here so you can see. The Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator obviously teaches subject to seller finance, lease options, and wholesale, right? The strategies that let everyday Americans, which is perfect for what we're doing here, right? For Memorial Day weekend, close their first deal in 30 days without perfect credit, without 20% down, and without the freaking bank's permission, okay? There is a way to do this. You can claim your spot 1997. You want to see what's inside? Yeah, let's check it out. Let's see what's inside. After the charter spots filled, regular price is $12,997. You're going to save $10,997 by joining right now. Not to mention, you're going to make your money back on your first deal. Right, by what, 6-7 times what the entry investment is. So it's really a no-brainer. Plus, you're going to have somebody. We're not just going to watch a bunch of videos and have to watch video. Yeah, you're going to have to watch videos because you got to understand the concepts. You got to go through the program, or I'm not going to be working with you exclusively because then you're just trying to half-ass stuff, and I'm not going to work with that type of person who wants to do that. You need to watch the videos. You need to go through. You need to answer the quizzes. You need to answer the questions. If you get stuck, reach out. Support will help you, or I will help you, and you're going to be inside of RC. So therefore, you can ask questions. I'm always available, right? There's this thing, okay? There's apps. It goes directly to me. I will always respond to you. I don't care if it's 100 people respond to me. I will still get back to you that same day, all right? That's my promise to you, all right? I've heard of programs where there's just, go down here, where it's just email support. And there was a veteran that I talked to. I actually went, or in the early days, when I actually go out and meet people, I said, no, until I said, no, I'm not meeting with people. That's a waste of time. We could do it here on social media. We can do it on the phone. And if it works for you, great. If not, I'm not going to waste my time going to meet someone for that type of stuff. It's just not worth the best. It's not conducive for myself anyways. And so I stopped doing it. But I went out. We had some coffee. Horror stories. I bought a program, spent $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. I asked him how's the support. Oh, it sucked. What was the support? Email. That's it. You get email support. I looked at his deal. Said, look, now the program was cool because they showed him how to dig in and find those properties, get them all the way down to 30, 40, 50 cents on the dollar. I said, those are awesome, juicy deals, man. What happened? Did you close anything? No. He said, by the time I would look at these deals and I'd break them down, and I literally would move forward and needed help with the contracts, needed help. And then he got some, kind of got a little further with getting something there. I looked at his deals. I go, these are amazing. These are awesome. What happened? Why didn't you close these things, man? Well, every time I'd go to email, they'd send them the information, and then they'd respond back 2 or 3, 4 days later. I'd go back, and then the deal's gone. Yes, it's called speed to lead, right? Someone else going to gobble up something juicy like that. They want to sell at 40, 50, 60 cents on the dollar or LTV-wise, then you better move pretty quick because someone's going to jump on those deals, right? And that kept on happening and happening. I said, I'll tell you what we're going to do. It looks like you just have some missing pieces to the puzzle. Obviously, you need someone like me in our company to help you, work with you exclusively. And I guarantee you, if you stick around and you get deals like this, we'll close these deals and you're going to make your money back, and then you're going to be in profit mode. And the money that you invest here with us, you're going to make that back as well. And it's like, he talked to his wife. His wife said, nah, not going to happen. Get her money back, even though there is the solution. I said, I can talk to your wife if you like. I'll talk to her. We'll make this thing happen, but I don't work for free. I'm sure she don't work for free. You don't work for free. Nobody works for free. This is the opportunity for you to make your money back, pay our fee, and then you're going to be in profit mode. You're going to be able to, look, you can be the hero of your wife and your family at the end of the day. And his wife said, no. Get her money back. Go get 2 or 3 jobs, whatever you got to do, or we're getting a divorce, right? So shit happens, right? That doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. It just meant that, hey, choices are choices. He could have made a decision, right? He's the man in his family. He could have said, hey, do or die. I'm doing this shit whether you like it or not. This is the guy who's going to, and the company's going to help me get this money back. And whatever I got to pay him, I'm going to pay him. And then we're going to fucking move forward, right? Or you can, cower to the bullshit and cower to the, I'm going to get a divorce and this and that, I know when I got started, I'm not going to lie, and it's probably ignorant in doing so, but I said, I'm going to burn all my bridges and I'm going to burn all the boats and I'm going to go destroy and kill everybody on the island. And then I'm going to take the boats on the other side of the island that maybe they hid somewhere in a cave or some shit. I'm going to get my family. We're going to come back, right? Do or die. I was willing to do that and put everything on the line. Not everybody's like that. And I don't suggest it, right? Because I was just determined to say, do or die. I am doing this no matter what, and nobody's going to stop me. That's how you manifest stuff. You got to have that frequency. You got to have the vibration. You have to believe it so bad that you know it's going to happen, that there is no alternative, right? Now, that's a different jam. I'm not saying do that with this, right? Because, hey, not everybody's like that. You have to make a decision. But if it is you, then awesome. I want to work with you, right? Because I know we're going to make a lot of money together. Otherwise, if not, that's okay too. We're here for you. You don't have to take it to that extreme. And the reason I share that, not to scare you, but I share it because it shows who I am as a person and what I'm willing to move forward and get done. And, no, none of it is illegal. It's all, study and do it right and, work within the gray areas and work within the square of the business and the inside and the outside and all that good stuff, because it's creative real estate investing. People are going to say, you can't do that. I've heard brokers, you can't do that. It's illegal. No, it's not. The attorney says it's not. What the fuck's wrong with you, right? Excuse my French. Anyways, let's go. Let's roll. Let's say what's inside the son bitch, right? Let's see what's inside, and then we'll go from there. And it is an opportunity. There is only one window and 3 prices and 1 decision. That's all you got, right? The Amp Live Accelerator has only ever existed at 3 price points since I released it. And here's exactly where we're at. That was the founder spots. They're gone. Now we have the charter spots. Only 17. I know this hasn't been updated, but it needs to be 17. 17 are left, and that 17 is next until Monday. When the 17 are gone, then this is going to go to 12,997 buckaroos, right? And it's going to stay there. Yeah, we'll probably have promos, a summer promo, a Halloween promo, a Thanksgiving promo, a Black Friday promo. Will it come back? Maybe, maybe not, right? I might get a wild hair up my butt and go with a different program, or just, hey, we're getting out of this one-to-many because it's a pain in the ass, or we're going to stick with the one-on-one, or we're going to continue to go with the one-to-many, and we're just going to, but we're not going to do any live coaching or hybrid of, mentoring. It is we do it yourself and do the ATM money, run in cash, and turn it into a cash cow and not really care about anybody. But that is not going to happen, because that's not my style. It's not what we do. That's not conducive to AHA and Americans having Americans, right? Or even Amp Live and the Amp Live Media program, or Amp Live program, the American Mentee program, right? So that's my promise to you, is that this is what it is right now, and this is what we're sticking to, period. We're going to keep rolling with it. So let's see what's inside, right? So on top of this, I believe I got to put on these glasses again, right? So you can see my face. And here we go. We're going to get into this real quick and go from there. Can you see it? Probably can't see it, but I'll go ahead and read it. But the founding chapter of AHA and Amp Live community, charter members are co-creators of a community that will be hundreds strong, okay? This identity, this position cannot be purchased at any future price, and that's true. All right, it says 50 seats, it's only 17. 17 seats, no exceptions, okay? At the end of midnight, it is gone. At the end of midnight on Monday, it is gone. 1997. I think I did that with 365 days, like for 1 year, right? And it came up to like $5.47 a day. I think you can afford $5.47 a day, right? You find that in your couch, find that in your pocket, find that in your change, you find it in your purse, find it in your wallet, right? You know, it's a no-brainer. If money's an excuse, then this is probably not for you. And I don't want to, I know it sounds, you probably, man, selling, that's what I do. It's what we do. It's what everybody does in this world. They sell and they don't even know it. They're selling on when they're on the job. They're selling when fucking the food doesn't taste good and they want better food or they want a discount. They sell when they're working with friends. We had some guy who was part of our team in NorCal, and I believe his friends, right, want to help him out. Or he said he wanted to help his friends out. And at the same token, they're like, hey, can we get the friendship deal? I'm like, you don't even want to know what I have in my mind and what juicy words I got for those friends, right? You want the friendship discount? You know, because he's newer. Now, coming across, if you're skilled, but also he's going to be coming with 40 years of experience for myself and then obviously the team to help him and help him with the loan and all that good stuff, right? And I'm like, no discounts. Give me a break. If a friend wants a discount, that's not really a friend, right? That's called a user. They just want to use you and get something out of you and manipulate you because you think, because for whatever reason, right, to save some buckaroos. But they should be paying the young man, paying him for his time, right? And not to mention what he's bringing to the table with myself, VIP execs, experts that are going to help him get they've been looking for a property for a whole freaking year, okay? With our help, we were able to get them in an escrow the first freaking week. And they were going, I need to find my forever home. Boom, we found their forever home. Boom, got him into escrow. Not the young man because he didn't know enough, right? Broker, VIP, exec, realty, lending, and investments had to get in there, maneuver, work it out the way they always do to get that son bitch in escrow within 1 week, got the loan rolling out, awesome juicy rates and all that other good stuff, right? Ready to roll. And the other side with the agent and the buyer paying $50,000, that's right, paying some buckaroos more because they're willing to and they wanted it along with a solid loan knowing that it's coming from VIP execs, right? It's a no-brainer, right? That happens all day long. So things like that are what we're going to bring to you. If you want to hang your license, you can. You want to become a lender, you can. You want to become a regular lender with the MLS license, we'll help you with that. You want to, get your license to do hard money. You don't even need a license for hard money. But I know a lot of people try to do it because they go, it's kind of like the wholesale thing. I don't have to have a license. Can I get you hard money? But they don't even know how hard money works, right? Anyways, I'm going to stop being cynical. But that's what happens, right? Friends and asking you for a friendship discount should be like, no, I have the skill set. I'm going to help you. You know what the friendship discount is this. There is no friendship discount. You should be happy that I have your back, that we have your back, and hopefully you have my back, right? And that ultimately is the best type of friendship, discount that you can have, right? It's called a moral one. There's some other stuff I wanted to share too, a little bit about, how do you know when you have a deal or not a deal? But I thought that was a funny story, and it happens all the time. That sometimes with agents, like, how come my aunt didn't use me? How come my uncle didn't use me? How come my family didn't use me? How come my friends didn't use me? There's reasons, right? So a lot of times it's just the finances. They don't want to share their personal information, blah, 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 blah. Or they don't want to see you make $20,000-$30,000 off of them at the end of the day, right? Which is selfish and bullshitish. Because at the end of the day, you have a skill set that deserves to get paid. And that's what we're going to help you do is get paid, okay? So let's go. Here we go. Check it out. Now, $2,000, I think it says there, $15,000 average wholesale fee. But that's in the Midwest. Usually it's about, oh, shit, what happened? All right, let's redo that. And we'll refire it up. There it is. Boink. All right, so the average wholesale fee is $15,000. It's usually 5, 10, 15,000, but average 15 based on statistics. And Southern California, Northern California, or I should say, East Coast, West Coast, could be anywhere from 20 to 25 or more. That's why people, once they get a taste of California, like, shit, I want to go to Cali. But a lot of people are afraid of Cali, right? So this system was built to keep you out. Now, you got to remember that the system was built to keep you out. And this is true, right? Now, I get it. We're here for America. But it's true. Most Americans believe the only path to real estate ownership runs through a bank. That's BS. 20% down. BS. Perfect credit. BS. A process designed to make you feel small. That's not a fact. The system, that's a system, and creative finance exists to bypass it entirely, right? Banks will only loan to you if you don't need the money. And it's true. Probably, what are you talking about? Don't need the money, right? You got to have the credit, you got to have some money, and then you have all the qualities of saying, don't really need a loan, but we're going to give you a loan. If you need the loan, we're not going to give you a loan because you might default. Period. In the last cycle with all those crazy shit loans, those loans were designed for investors. You get them for 1 year and the rate's going to change. You get a 2.7 rate, 3, 4, 5%, but then it changes and your payment goes from $2,000 to $4,000 or $5,000. It's no longer cash flowable. Heck, even if you own the home, you're not going to want it. That's why so many people took their keys and said, boom, here you go, Countrywide. You can have your freaking house back. And then before that, a little history. Back in the HUD days, 1990s, cruising into the 2000s. HUD, foreclosed. Here's a little tip I'm going to share with you too. All those foreclosed homes, people who had them, guess what? They got gutted like the Midwest. All the electrical, all the plumbing, copper, all got stripped and ripped, right? Now, they couldn't sue the people because they said, hey, man, this is your house. Here you go. You can have it. Boom. Keys are in the house, or I don't want the shit. I'm gone. And people go in and gut the house, and they make a bunch of money. And, they're happy, like, F you. Here's your house. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, government. Here you go, FHA. Here you go, Freddie, Fannie, HUD, and all that bullshit, right? And I heard that 44,000 homes got foreclosed, I believe, this month. And it was Freddie and FHA. There's been some stuff, then some laws have been passed in the good old government where they're saying they're foreclosing quicker and faster than regular traditional conventional loans, right? There's a reason for that. Why? Right? I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to tell you that it's been done. About 114, 118, don't quote me on that, 1,000 pre-foreclosures throughout the United States of America have been recorded as well this month as well. So there's an uptick in those things, right? So one, is it opportunity to move forward in rock and roll deals? Yes. Is there an opportunity to help your fellow Americans? Yes. Do they need your help? Yes. Do they know they need your help? No. Because a lot of them are going to say, I'm not taking my home. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to give away my house. But at the end of the day, if they don't do anything, they are going to lose the property. It's going to go to an investor who's going to buy it at an auction. And if it's over encumbered and nobody buys it, then it's going back to the bank as an REO, real estate owned. And then the bank's going to remove those people. And then they clean up, board up the house for a little bit, or maybe just clean it up, hire a broker to sell it, period. And it may just come out as an REO. Make an offer, low, discounted. It's not going to be no 70, 80% or anything. They're going to probably be 80, 85, 90 cents on the dollar when they do that. Of course, some of the properties, if you work them enough and you're the squeaky wheel with the grease, then you'll probably, get a deal, even on the short sales, okay? But let's put these back on. And this is true. And that's why this is set up the way it's set up, right? And I wanted to share this with you. How AHA Americans are buying houses without banks. It's done every single day. And it'll be doing it with you as well. And so the goal here is, yes, wholesale. You can wholesale. Can you wholesale SubTo deals? Yes, you can. And you'll make more money doing so. We're going to share that with you. The accelerator teaches all 4 creative acquisition strategies, right? Each designed to solve a different seller situation and produce a different kind of return. That's freaking badass. That rocks, right? Now, as far as I'm concerned, I think it rocks. Maybe not for you, but until you get in, you understand this stuff. Subject 2, take over the mortgage, seller finance, make the seller your bank. Beautiful. Lease options, control without owning. That's how Airbnbs do the arbitrage shit, right? You can do the same thing with Airbnbs, arbitrage them, or you can lease option or you can go ahead and get paid on these up front, and then you get paid throughout the life of the loan as well, or I should say through the lease. And there's a right way and a wrong way to do those lease options. Wholesale, find it, contract it, assign it. We all know what that is. And if you don't, that's just selling the paper. Find the contract and sell off the paper to an investor like us. Sell it to us or sell it to anybody else. We're going to help you with that. That's going to put some buckaroos in your pocket. All right, 9 modules, 30 days, your first deal. Every module is sequenced to build momentum. Small wins is what it's all about. Small wins compounding into your first close deal. This isn't content to consume. It's a system. It's a program to execute. Action, action, action. PMA, positive mental attitude with action. That's what's going to get you deals. That is what's going to be the differential, thing in you. And what we do with others is being able to blow out your competition, kick your competition in the ass by being able to rock those deals when they cannot. Because when they leave that table at 70 cents on the dollar, we can still move forward. You're probably thinking, well, I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure. Don't worry about it. What you don't know is what you don't know. You're going to at least know the simplest part of wholesaling, right? How to break down the deal, 70 cents on the dollar, blah, 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 underwrite the deal. And if we can't get the deal, that's where we come in. And eventually you're going to learn how to do what? Yes, work those SubTo, seller finance, some cash now, some cash later. Okay, it's all about the benefits. That's what you want, right? You want the benefits. You want the benefit of being able to get those contracts, then be able to sell them off and be able to make that money and start moving forward to build your business. Now, it doesn't have to be rocket science, but I'm not going to go through all those because there's a bunch. It's going to take too long to go through that. Go ahead and go to the page right here. I believe I put it, didn't I? Let's see if I put it inside of the thing here. Charter. No. Yep, light. There it is. It's right in the chat. So jump on the chat and grab it. Let's get back to it. We'll wrap this up really quick, okay? So also included, now this is the standard stuff. Also got tons of bonuses that are going to come aboard, that are going to come with the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator for the 17 spots, okay, for the 17 charter spots. All right, you're going to get the SubTo Fix and Flip calculator. You're going to get our standard calculator, right? That's the old clunker. This one has a nice, beautiful skin on it because we wanted to make it pretty for you and for others out there. You're going to get the contracts template. It's a contract template, I should say pack, right? Assignment contracts, SubTo agreement, seller finance, promissory notes, download and use immediately. The complete 6-stage, this is different. We're actually going to be this for your CRM, right? So for your CRM, we're going to be able to show you how to set that up and all that good stuff. There'll be guides for that, right? We're not going to, for 1997, we can't set up all that good stuff unless you pay for it yourself. But we'll at least guide you and point you in the right direction so you can have your CRM when you're ready for it. Then we're going to share with you on the tech stack, what tech stack we use. Start with the short one, small tech stack, and then eventually grow into the bigger tech stack as you start doing some volume. All right, private school community, VIP execs lending access, it's a preferred investor relationship with VIP execs realty and lending introduced on day one before your first deal, okay? So please remind me to get that done because I know that as we're doing all this and onboarding, we want to make sure it's part of the process and sometimes it gets overlooked. So make sure that we introduce and we do an introduction call with you for the ones that are 17 charter spots so you can make sure that you are going to get what you need when you want to rock deals when you get to that point. And some of you are going to come aboard and said, man, I just want to come with just coming aboard for that. And for the price of admission is well worth it just for that. All right. So Sunday sermon access, weekly mindset anchoring for myself. Faith-driven, fire-filled, mission-centered, the AHA way. That's beautiful. That's tomorrow, so we're going to rock and roll tomorrow because I'm going to be fired up tomorrow as well. The right seat for the right American, right? Now, you can pick and choose here. Now, is this for you? This is not for you. I'll just go with the first maybe one or two. You're ready to take action, not consume more content. Now, this is not for you. If you're looking for a shortcut that requires zero effort, no such thing, right? You got to have maximum effort, right? Like, what's his name? You believe financial freedom is possible when you need the system to get there. You plan to buy the course and never open it. We'll go with 3. You're tired of the 9 to 5 and ready to build something your own. Oh, you're not willing to pick up the phone and talk to sellers. We'll continue with some of these, right? You're not pretty much, there's several of those. Take a look at them. You can just go to the page, click the link. It's there. You can claim your spot, easy peasy. And here's a awesome bonus that we've put together. It's VIP Execs Realty Lending presenting sponsored preferred funding partner of AHA in the Amp Live community. Rehab hard money, pre-approved in 48 hours. Rehab funding for acquisitions, fix and flip, the BRB method and all that good stuff. Conventional. If you need end buyer financing and your buyers can close without cash, smoother dispositions every time. Now your funding partner is already in the room with us, right? Every Amp Live charter member is introduced to the VIP Execs team as part of onboarding. And lender relationship starts before your first deal, before you need it, right? So it's there. Cash out refinance. That's your Burr action, right? Get a hard money loan, fix it, put it back on the market, clean it all up, get yourself a cash out refi, DSCR loan, refi, pull cash out for your next deal, rent that son bitch up and cash flow. All right? Pull equity, hold from properties and recycle capital into your next acquisition. And yes, commercial and bridge loan. That'd be your hard money juice again, but a little bit different there, right? That's where you're ready to scale from 1 to 4 units, 5 units. VIP execs can scale with you with jumbo loans and all that beautiful, awesome, crazy shit. Now the funders, right? The founders are already working, right? So founders are already in there, right? And they're doing their first offer submitted, first motivated call, first deal under contract. Look, all right, the course is not collecting dust. The community is live, active, and closing. Here's what's happening right now. Obviously, those things should be happening every single day. That is me. I think it looks like the same guy, right? Maybe. Got more hair there. Your host and mentor, Eric, founder, Amplify Media and AHA Americans Helping Americans. And Amplify Media is a media broadcasting and marketing company. Obviously, that's what powers us and powers others and powers VIP Execs Realty, Lending, and Investments. Step into excellence and luxury properties. All right, so just a little bit about me. I've been in real estate since 2003, not as a guru, but as an investor, finding motivated sellers, making creative offers, which is one of my favorite things to do, and closing deals one American at a time. The Amplive Accelerator isn't built from a highlight reel. It's built from what? 2 decades of real deals compressed into a 30-day system that works. I like to say program as well. I didn't build this to get rich. I built this because the system was designed to keep people like us out. Right, 2003 is when I get started. We're out of Diamond Bar in Chino Hills area, the Chino Hills area, in beautiful, crazy Southern California. I like the Texas Triangle. I like parts of Florida. I like parts of Tennessee and Nashville. So if you got deals there, definitely send them down the wire. I'm going to fire this up over here for us, right? And then boink, put that back on, and we'll rock and roll. So I'll leave that there, and let me see what we got. Go back up here for this here. Take advantage of it while you can. I believe the QR code is going to go right there. Scan the QR code for the Amplive Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. I'm going to close it out with AHA. And once again, I'll repeat it for you. This weekend, we're running the the Memorial Day charter sale. Okay. I think I'm going to have to wrap this up because I got to use the restroom. No, I'm just kidding. If you see me tapping my leg like this, it means I got to go. All right, here we go. Ready? So let's go ahead and get this done. Let's rock and roll. We're going to wrap this up. So, hey, I want to say I appreciate everybody and anybody, all future, past, present mentees of America, across the United States of America. I thank you. Thank God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. Tomorrow I'll be back for the Sunday rants and raves. I'll be coming in and out. There'll be some stuff here. Probably tomorrow we'll be rolling again with just posts and little shorts and things of that nature and stuff that's going on. Do we work on Sundays? Do I work on Sundays? Yeah. We'll be calling some people tomorrow. Yes. We'll be setting appointments. Yes. If we can go and write an offer tomorrow and work with people, will we do it? Yes. It's Sunday. Some people go, don't be calling people on Sunday. Well, we can, we are, and we will. So if you want to, awesome. If not, that's okay. But I will be back tomorrow for Sunday Rants and Raves at 2 p.m. That's after church, after a little lunch and a little bit of family time. Then boom, I'm going to come back for Sunday Rants and Raves, where I usually drop some S-bombs and some F-bombs. It'll be streamed live across all the different social media platforms we're on. And we're going to talk more about, yes, the Amplive Creative Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator and how you can jump aboard, let you know what's going on with the peeps that are in there right now, as well as what? Certain things that are rocking and rolling. I'm going to tell you some crazy stories. Whatever stories happened this weekend, I'm going to share with them, like that crazy seller, right? And then there's awesome good sellers. We're like, oh my God, thank you very much. And they're crying and they're thanking you and they're saying, oh my God, ready to feed you and give you drinks and all that good stuff, right? And they're just really appreciative. That's when you know why this business is worth it. And those are like the best points, best things that happen to you in this business when that happens, and it solidifies and it justifies why you're doing it. It also, anchors the truth when you're trying to help your fellow Americans, right, in this business. And it's a great feeling, trust me. It's almost as good as when I used to play rock and roll and get on stage and that adrenaline rushes and everybody's all, yeah, yeah, yeah. As my dad always used to say, right, you can't please everybody out there, but if you can please the majority of them and it helps them change their lives and gives them a feeling of something different and that's just awesome and they feel it, then you know you've accomplished your goal, right? And that is the greatest feeling. It's the same thing with real estate. And that's another reason why I continue to do it and then why I stay in it. Now, this weekend, obviously, we're running the Memorial Day, charter sale. I want to tell you why the name matters to me. AHA stands for Americans Helping Americans. That's not just a slogan, right? That's the mission I built this program around. Memorial Day is the weekend we honor the Americans who gave everything for our freedom. And what I know about real estate investing, what I've known since 2003, is that financial freedom is one of the most American things a person can build. The Charter Accelerator is $19.97 right now. Monday at midnight, Memorial Day, the sale closes and the price becomes $12,997. I promise you that. Now I could not think of a more aligned weekend to close this out. It's perfect timing. Now, if you want to honor the people who fought for the American freedom by building your own, which I suggest, and everybody wants to, the link is charter.amplivemedia.com. The link is charter.amplivemedia.com. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. Payment plan is also available on School if you need it. You can pay in full and get a discount. I believe it's 20% of some sort. Or you can make payments, simple monthly payments. It's easy peasy, okay? By Monday, midnight. And then it's done. As I always say, rock and roll in all that you do. In God we trust, AHA. Americans Helping Americans. I'm going to go ahead and post those two links for you. All righty. And if you have any questions, definitely do a DM, reach out. We're open door policy here. Don't hide behind email. Don't hide behind text. You can get on the phone with us. Yes, we may not answer immediately because there's a lot of spam. I get it. All that good stuff, but we will answer. Work best via calendar or text, of course, because we see it, and we'll go from there. All right. I'm ready to crank up some music and get to some barbecuing in a little bit. Maybe a little bit later on tomorrow for Sunday and Monday. We do the triple threat barbecue. All right. But hopefully you're safe and you're doing well out there. Definitely jump aboard this. I'm going to put my mug up here so you can see my eyes. I always like to close it out where we can see our eyes right here at the end of the day. I do appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Definitely like, love, and share. Thank you for watching Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'd love to get you on this show if you're wanting to get on here. At the same token, send us your deals. We'll look at them, underwrite them, get you an offer within 24 to 72 hours. Bear with us as a lot of stuff does come down the wire. If you're looking for deals as well, become a VIP buyer. Not mentioned is get that. If you saw the link or if you need the link or you need properties in Southern California, anywhere in the United States of America, let us know. You can put in an order for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 100 deals if that's what you're looking for. But we'll have to have a meeting of some sort, paper up, and then we can deliver that inventory to you. No problem. So we'll be spending the money to make that happen and doing acquisitions and serving them up to you. That is possible as well as our friendship deals. And those are things that our charter members will learn on how to build your own bank so you can actually rock deals because you're going, oh, I don't have money. I can't afford hard money. I can't do this. No, we're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how you can raise that hard money so you can, or I should say the private money, build your own banks after you have some validity and some credibility. But we're going to share some things on how you can build that very quickly by working with us and being able to do those deals. As I always say, your first deal might be a fix and flip. Your first deal might be a buy and hold or a SubTo type deal. Might be a lease option. Might be a rent to own deal. You don't know. Heck, yes, it might be a wholesale deal. Okay. But it's all ultimately going to be up to you. And because what you don't know is what you don't know, but we do. So we come in and we help facilitate those things and help you out with that. Obviously, we're going to partner up and do those type of things, or we won't. We'll just say, hey, point you in that direction, say, kumbaya, hopefully it works out, and you're good to go. If you get it done, give us a testimonial. If you don't get it done, then, hey, you can't say, woulda, coulda, shoulda, or I told you so type thing. That's not what we're about. At the end of the day, we're just here to say, hey, follow directions, have a leap of faith, and let's rock and roll together, or not. It's okay, right? You can buy into the program and do your own thing, however you want to do it. But there's going to be awesome information, all the tools that you need. Everything that you need is going to be inside of the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, as well as the Vault 1 and 2, okay? And for the 17 members, yes, you're going to get the Vault 1 and 2. You're also going to get 6 weeks of one-on-one mentoring with myself and my team. And you're going to be in the RC platform where we actually mentor one-on-one. So that'll be exclusive to you. And yes, you're going to get access to Tuesdays, which is a support day. And then Wednesday is deal analyzing, where we're going to go through deals and analyze your deal and point you in the right direction, or work with you and do deals with you, or help you get the money to make those deals happen, as well as Friday. Friday will be a live coaching call as we go through the program of the 6 weeks, or the 9 modules, I should say, to get you through and help you with that along the way, okay? And you'll have access to myself and my team through RC and the app, or your laptop, iPhone, desktop, whatever you got. I don't know what you're using, and it doesn't matter, just as long as you have access to the interneto, okay? All right, scan that QR code right there. It's right there, boink. Scan the QR code, scan it, lock it in, lock in your one of your 17 of the 17 spots for the charter program. Like I mentioned, I'll pull it up so you can read it and see it. You know what it is. If you don't know, it's okay. You can also go right there and jump into the Facebook group, and that's for deals. You can post your deals in there. It says, where's the $1,900 one so you can see it? Plain and simple, 30 days. Yeah, that's our goal. You scan the QR code right there, boink. $1,997. Easy peasy, rock and roll. Only 17 spots left, okay? So once again, I want to say thank you to everybody out there. Appreciate you. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. Thank you for all military and veterans and service people. Thank you for your service from the bottom of my heart, from my family's heart, and everybody else that works with us on their behalf and my behalf. We thank you for your service, okay? Rock and roll in all that you do. Never, ever, ever quit. Keep on rocking and rolling. But at the end of the day, what I'm sharing with you is truth, okay? Mentor helped me. I got a mentor, and it shaved off 3 to 5 years of spinning those freaking wheels, okay? Some people, are just too smart for their own good, too stubborn. I know I was stubborn when I got started too. I had to open that up and have an open mind. I had to be able to see the forest through the trees. I also had to read between the lines. I had to come up with my PMA, positive mental attitude. I had to, build a team of people around me so I can, stay positive and work deals, because I know I couldn't do it all. And I had, you got to bite the bullet on some of this stuff, right? And then have an open mind. So it's those things are super important. And reading Think and Grow Rich can help you out. Grab that book. If you think I'm joking, go ahead. Don't read it. Grab the PDF copy, right? Be cheap. So I challenge you. I challenge you before we leave. Grab the book if you haven't read it. Make it your core. Read it 30 minutes at night, 30 minutes in the morning. I don't care if you have to get up earlier and go to bed later. That's what I did, right? There's always a way to find the time to make something happen if you're serious about it. If you're not serious about it, then we make excuses and you do it when it's convenient. You don't do it, when you should. And that's the difference between winners and losers at the end of the day, right? For me, as I always share with my children, right? The goal is a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. So as long as you never quit and you keep on rocking and rolling, doesn't mean you're going to be successful. I'll be honest with you, right? Time will, though, as long as you stick it out and you're willing to go through all the stuff. Same thing like musicians and music and athletes, right? You don't know how many hours they spend. That's a lot more than 10,000, okay? And they spend that time, and they keep on rolling, keep on rolling, keep on rolling, keep on rolling, and eventually they will have success. But 97% of Americans are not willing to go through that. So it won't happen, all right? But I'm here to help you with that, because having a coach and having a mentor, you have a better chance than the 1 to 3% that will make it. Maybe have a 10, 15% chance, which are way better odds than 1 to 3% out of 100. Okay? And I promise you that. All you got to do is show up. Show up to the party, and we'll rock together. So without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. Keep on rocking and rolling. Obviously, this is AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one family at a time, one property at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. And Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, one of the only programs of its kind where we train and mentor you and others across the United States of America. True one-on-one mentoring. Nobody does what we do on the planet. I guarantee it. And how we do it. Powered by Amp Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company that powers us and powers others across the United States of America, as well as our affiliate and sponsored partner, VIP Execs Realty, Lending and Investments, and Luxury Properties. Step into excellence. Definitely appreciate that as well. That is one of the key components to help you. Rock and roll helps us as well. So once again, hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And God bless you. To all the service people out there, thank you for your service. We'll see you tomorrow for the Sunday Rants and Raves. I will be back Monday as well for the Mindset Money Monday. And to close out our our Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator promo for the 17 charter spots. Once they're gone, they are gone. And then we're going to just rock and roll and move forward. But yeah, I'll still be coming back. I'll be educating. I'll be sharing with you. We'll be back on Wellness Wednesdays, Thursday Deals Day, Friday Highlights, Saturday Training, Sunday Rants and Raves. We'll keep rolling with the same schedule until I decide to change it, or we decide it's just going to change, and maybe we'll change it up a little bit for the holidays, especially for summertime, okay? So we got a lot of stuff that's rolling, some extra bonuses that are on the table there. So once again, I don't even know where we're at. Probably went longer than I should have and wanted to. Yep, an hour and 36 minutes. Woo! Rock and roll and all that you do. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.